Hi, welcome to another installment of CodeDBA Tutor. Today I'm just gonna go over the final portion of this tutorial. Basically, I'm gonna cover how to perform real-time transaction capturing for as you are managing different sessions on that are connected to your Oracle database. So what I'll do now is basically first thing you have to do is you have to just make sure that you have trace SQL trace enabled on your Oracle your Oracle software. So let me do this. What I'm gonna do is basically I need to check the parameter I need to check is the SQL trace, the SQL underscore trace. So what I'll do is I'll issue a show parameter SQL underscore trace. So basically, as you can see, my trace is currently off. So basically that means that I cannot record any I can't make use of my the user dump feature. Basically that's associated with the tracing, the SQL tracing. So what I'll do now is I have multiple ways to basically just enable tracing on Oracle. I can either run this command author session set events 1046 trace name context forever comma level. And then here, what I have to do is I have to select the level for my the tracing level, right? And these are the different tracing levels that you have in Oracle. You have one for normal, where basically just the SQL statement is like normal activities are being traced, recording to the trace file. And then you have for normal plus the bound variables, and also you have 8 for the normal, the wait events, and to be recording to the trace file. This is the one that I'm actually going to enable my tracing that I'm going to configure my tracing for, because again what I need to do is to just record my my wait events in Oracle. And then you also have 12. This is for the normal and bound variables, and also the wait events. So what I can do is to enable SQL trace. What I can do is it's basically, if you look at the query that I have up here, let me do this. I'm going to just do 12 for now, and basically, and if I want to just do it, just the SQL statement and the events, the wait events, and I will just do 8. But again, just for demonstration purposes, I'm just going to do 12. Let me do this. Where did I mess up? Auto session set events. There you go. So basically, just make sure you review your syntax. And that would be the reason why your statement did not go through, or was not successful. So what I need to do now is, I know that my SQL trace has been enabled, and just to double check, I need to oh wow, so okay, so it's not been enabled. So what do I need to do, right? So let me do this. SQL trace event. So apparently what you do is when you issue the statement SQL trace is enabled, but the thing is you have to, so there are two ways you can enable SQL trace, right? So if I wanted to just have this parameter or this value be true, then I can just issue this statement outer session set SQL trace is equal to true. That's very easy, and I can do that, and basically that means that I have that is the true. This is going to be true for my SQL trace from now. But what I really want to do is I want to specify which level, what level of tracing that I need for my system. So let me do this. Session has been altered. Let me see if there's any change. Okay, it's fine. So I have secret trace enabled. So, and then another way that you can also enable secret trace, you know, to just basically, you can also do the exec. But the thing is, you have to do this as a, you have to have the privilege, or you have to do this. Let me just show you before I get ahead of myself. So, show user, some user sys. So I'm gonna issue execute dbms underscore system that set underscore SQL underscore trace underscore in underscore session. Again, SID. This is again. So what the reason why you would issue this, you use this DBMS package is if you were to enable SQL trace for an external source. Just give me 1 second. Okay, so as I was saying, let me just make sure I have my. There you go. Minimize this. So as I was saying, so basically you can use the DBMS package to enable tracing for a different for another session. And basically, so I currently have. Let me make sure. So I have this session right here. So I think this one should be one. Let me just make sure. Describe the dollar session. So it's not this one. That's OE. Let me get to this one. Okay, let's try this one. Let's try V dollar session. Okay, so what I need to get is I need to get a serial number, and I also need to get an SID for the session. So select SID comma from serial number from the dollar session. To be more specific, give me 1 second. Ooh. So let me just make sure. So this one should be. Ooh. It's gonna be painful, but let me see. Select. What did I do last time? So let me do this. So I already know what my video session is. So I just need to get the serial number. So, and I think last time I was working with select. Give me 1 second. Oh man, I really don't like this. I really don't like when this happens. Let me make sure. Working session. That's fine. So currently it's not showing. So serial number V dollar session for SID is equal to 22. Is equal to 145. And what I can also do is describe the dollar session not what I need to do. Okay. And again, so basically all you have to figure out is what is your serial number, and for the life of me I can't figure out the code for that right now. Anyway, so but I already know that this one is session number 22 and this one is session number 145. So let me do this. I need to, so in the previous code that I had, I already had a I was able to pull up the serial number and SID. So what I'll do is I'm just gonna enable SQL trace on one of these. So let me do this. Exec DBMS underscore system at set SQL underscore trace underscore n underscore session open parent sid should be 145 comma serial number is 2486 close parent actually no comma and then true close parent, and it's been successfully completed. Let me do this. Show parameter SQL is false. Let me do this. Show parameter SQL trace. I'm not sys user here, so it's definitely not gonna do what I'm asking, what I'm requesting of it. So show parameter false. So I think what I need to do is this startup false and then startup. So I think the way that you like after you change this configuration, then I think what you need to do is probably just bounce on whichever system you modified. Let me do this. Come on. Connect. Host. Set Oakland underscore SID. Oakland SQL. See, this is what should be happening right now, not what I'm doing right now. So startup false. Apparently my corners database is all messed up. So anyways, let me just move on before my head explodes. Okay, so anyways, so what I was saying is you can actually just modify an external session by using the DBMS system package. But again, you just have to be a DBA to be able to run this query. And then you can to disable the SQL trace. You just have to again do all the different methods that I just showed you. You can oh, there you go. This one is started up fine. So let's see. Show parameter SQL. So apparently it must be this one. Maybe this. Okay, false. Okay. So again, you can disable again. What you would just issue is so as opposed to using auto session, as opposed to using the context forever level to level for your tracing, you would actually just get rid of this and type in off context off, and basically this is going to ensure that you have a you're not tracing that you don't have a tracing label for your your session. And basically, let me minimize this. So what I just confirmed is that 145 was giving me a fit because I made this change, section 145. So pretty much just be careful, when you're modifying, other sessions as a sys user. You might, just again and basically just cause this type of error. So this is done. And then let me turn it off. Yeah, I definitely need to turn it off. So let me connect this DBA auto session set SQL or SQL trace is equal to false. There you go. Okay. So what I can do now is again I've already gone over what the syntax is for the context of. So one of the few things last thing I'm gonna cover is again, so basically when you enable tracing, right, you just have to access your udump location. So pretty much at least for my configuration, I just go to, this is my Oracle base, the C app. I go into diag, I go into RDBMS, I go into my database name, which is Chronos. I go into Chronos again, and I go into trace, and this is where my my udump location is. I just have to find my file, and basically this is it. The alert underscore data, my database name on that log. This file, I had difficulties opening it last time, and I just used my command line to do it. Let me do this. Let me minimize. Let me close this. I would do this. I would just, again, this is a very neat trick. If you are struggling to open up your Windows file, let me see if I have it on here. There you go. So a very neat trick is just cd into your directory, right? Cd into your directory, which I've already done. And then what you do is you have to issue a, depending on which text editor you have installed in your system. So depending on which text editor you have, if you have Notepad or Notepad++, what you can do is you can just issue a start notepad. I'm just gonna try plus this. I'm already done with notepad alert underscore chronos that log, and basically just wait for the file to open. There you go. So basically this is where you'll be able to find information on the the tracing for for the wait events. And you can do this. You can basically, if you have a user just come to you and say, okay, I'm my database is the performance is terrible, and and I'm also experiencing lock it just basically extended waits wait events, or extended waits on on objects. You can just review your log file to basically just figure out whatever is going on there. And basically, I think, let me do this. Exactly. So basically, just review this, analyze it. And it's gonna it's pretty much going to detail exactly what's going on, with the different processes, and this is pretty much it. This is how you do real time capturing of session data. You just enable SQL tracing, and then you basically just go into your trace your alert log file for that database. Thanks a lot for watching, and I hope to see you guys next time.